moments over the years, from ranked matchups, massive upsets, even a fight or two. It's a rivalry game that has defined both of these programs for generations. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. So South Carolina's offense will get the first swing of the game. Clemson just put a beat down on the Gamecocks the last time these two met.
Yeah, it wasn't even close. Clemson's talent being far superior, dominated, cocky. They got to have an answer this time, Jesse. They were embarrassed a year ago.
South Carolina just has to start faster. You're not going to beat a team like Clemson with all of their athletes if you're sleepwalking out of the tunnel.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
There's nothing better than opening drive, coming out as an away team. Everybody's got all that excitement, all that energy, and being able to run the football and physically exert yourself to start a football game.
And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
The RPO, it's complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. You don't have to make things complicated. You seize zone, you throw the hitch, you pick up some positive yardage.
Yes, Reese, that's easy when my guy's really fast and quick. Those guys in the slot, get it to them after the catch is their specialty, can make some magic happen.
The Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. So Clemson's offense will go to work for the first time today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Clemson has just been prolific at the receiver position. More scheme or more talent? I'd argue it's both, David.
Yeah, I argue more talent over the years, just dudes on the outside that win. And you know what? I think Clemson, as much as anybody in the country, has always featured those guys. And you want to play one-on-one with those guys, or you want to give them a cushion, like they'll throw it right now. And they've always believed in those guys out wide. And you know what? They usually come through for them.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Quickly complete. And the defense able to drag him down, but not. Or they'll recycle that down marker. The Tigers are rolling down the field.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He's got him. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Wants to throw it. Fires left. Got the big tight end on the corner route. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Fires downfield. He's got it on the run. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. From the gun, to give, looking for room. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Big fullback's got it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Clemson! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. Shakes off the defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback pulled up 2 and sacked at the 12.
That's a big-time play on the D-line right there. And listen, you know, they've had a lot of NFL guys in recent years up front. William the Fridge Perry, old-school Clemson great on the D-line. He'd be proud of watching that performance on that last play. This guy right here, man, sometimes he just looks like a throwback.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. The give from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Working the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. And the Gamecocks will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Unloads it left. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. To the air on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Gamecocks can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. They're setting up the screen. Breaks the tackle. Makes the tackle at the 27. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
But for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even...
Going for it all. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Got his man. At the 45 on his way. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. Got his man on the right. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Here comes Clemson with another first down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the catch. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. He'll pull it on the read. There he goes. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Back to pass on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And the Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Can't get him to the ground. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man. Still on his feet at the 45. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. They're down to the 25 on 1st and 10. They just keep firing. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
Man, you throw at him at your own risk. Like, you want to direct the football in the air towards him. He makes plays consistently. That's number 9 on the season. 9 INTs. This dude's making plays.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wants to throw on 1st down. Snags it over the middle. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a 1st down in the waning seconds of the half.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. I got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. At the 45 on his way. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. Get a big play like that last one. You flip the field. You change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll snap it from the 26 on 1st down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is in a... back. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
One snap coming before they head to the locker room. He'll do it himself. Makes a man miss. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, the Palm Tree Trophy on the line, and already Clemson and South Carolina have given us some stirring moments.
We are just about ready to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Done enough for the 1st down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the wide receiver. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It'll be 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Now the play fake. gets it out quickly. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. Looking downfield on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. If you plan to deal with the Tigers, you better be able to handle their defensive front. They have a whole legacy of this dating back to the fridge, William Perry.
Big old legacy.
Breaks into the open. And he'll be smacked to the ground. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on it if they can stop him on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
From the 30-yard line on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Makes the grab. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Using the quick game. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Give to the back. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. We've reached a break. Clemson has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. To the air on first down. Here's the pressure. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. And the pass rush gets home.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And the Gamecocks line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He's got it. Makes a move. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The handoff keeps working on that clock. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll go to the toss. Headed to the end zone.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. The Tigers putting down a big paw print right now as they start to pull away from the Gamecocks.
Yeah, and I think you kind of get this here we go again feeling. Clemson had the upper hand in this series for a while now. Clemson always talked about, always loved. South Carolina's got to answer.
I feel like Clemson's been winning on the recruiting trail between these two teams in the last several years now, and I think that's really starting to show itself on the field today.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Throws to the wideout. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it. The game, originally held during the State Fair in Columbia as Big Thursday, was officially named the Palmetto Bowl in 2014. A trophy came a year later, replacing the old Hardee's Bowl trophy.
Very apropos. A silver palm tree for the Palmetto Bowl. That makes sense, David. This is the biggest sporting event in the state of South Carolina. I know this is a game that you and I have really enjoyed watching over the years.
I mean, so much fun, and the definition, Jesse, of hate all throughout the state, and bragging rights to whoever wins this football game and gets that trophy.
They'll run play action. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on.
He lofts one down the sideline. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much. We're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably will, pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
And the Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Throws toward the end zone. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail. Quarterback empties his backfield. Looking to throw on 1st down. He wants a big play here late. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Trying play action. Hauls it in. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He'll throw on 3rd down. Here's a throw downfield late. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Tries to get it on the ground. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Do you think that was a straight go, or they just sort of went with gut feel as to whether the defense was going to relax on that 4th and 1?
I don't know, but I know this. As a coach, I'm not giving a lot of freedom for gut will on the own side of the field if we're going to go for it on 4th down. I think they probably understood, listen, it's 4th and 1. I like our chances to get 1 yard, and they went for it, and by the way, they got it.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab over the middle. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. South Carolina did a lot of crowing before the game, but as it turns out, the chicken curse is alive.